This week on 20 TV Insider, Pine Creek and Liberty's boys basketball teams battle down to the wire in a big district matchup. The Discovery Canyon girls basketball team looks to replace their leading scorer. Pine Creek's hockey team gets a much-needed win at home in exciting fashion. But first, the Air Academy hockey team looks to stay undefeated in league play.
You're watching 20 TV Insider from Academy District 20 in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Hello and welcome to 20 TV Insider, your weekly look into events in Academy School District 20. I'm Brian German. Thanks for joining us today. The Air Academy boys hockey team hasn't lost since early December, and they're still undefeated in the Peak League. That streak included 10 straight wins, including an easy 6-2 win over their rivals from Cheyenne Mountain. The Cadettes faced Lewis Palmer Monday night in one of the toughest tests of the season. Lewis Palmer would get on the board first in this one. The Rangers moving the puck around. It comes out front, and Dimitri Smith will put it home by the Cadet netminder. That makes it 1-0 LP. The Rangers would score again, this time from way downtown to get the rebound in front of the net. Justin Zeich makes it 2-0. The Cadettes were in trouble, but in the second, Air Academy would come back. Jonathan Bolton gets the nice saucer pass and puts it home. That makes it 2-1. And then Travis Work, nice celly there, Jonathan. But Travis Work's going to show you how it's done both ways. Score right here, and then watch his celebration. He does this a lot. He's got the hot hand. That tied it up at 2. Then tied in the third at 3, and Work goes to Joyle for the rebound goal. The Cadettes win 5-3 to stay undefeated in conference play. Well, the Pine Creek hockey team continues to climb its way up the Peak League standings. With just one loss and a tie, they're still in the hunt for the league championship. They hosted Denver East in a big matchup on Monday night. The Eagles would go up first. Jonathan Broadrib on the breakaway scores. It's 1-0, but Denver East would come right back. The men in red, Eric Heitman, gets the answer from in front. We're tied at 1. This one was a seesaw battle all night long, but here's a nice pass in front. Pine Creek's Sam Komenos gets the goal, and it's 2-1 Eagles. East comes right back. They tie it up at 2. Noah Hernandez from right in front of the goal mouth. A little bit of a scramble there, and it's 2-2. Eventually, these two would head to overtime, tied at 5. Zach Zimmerman, Z-squared, nets the game winner. Pine Creek wins it 6-5. The Liberty hockey team has struggled to find its wins in the first half of the conference season. Entering Monday's game against Palmer High School, they had just one win in 5 tries. They look to move closer to 500 with a win against the Palmer Terrors. In the first, watch this nifty passing, folks. Nathan Watts to Chase Johnson to Logan Houghton in front, and Liberty takes a 1-0 lead. Then later in the first, it's Jason Rivera. Remember this name, folks. He's a good one. He's going to come down the left-hand side, go top shelf, 2-0 Lancers. Still in the first, these teams would battle in front of the net, and it was Rivera again, getting his second of 3 for the night. Get your hats ready because he would have a hattie, but in the second, it was Palmer that would mount a comeback. Austin Lopez gets his first of 2 goals, but Liberty holds on. They win this one 5-3. Heading into Tuesday night's game, the Rampart boys basketball team was in a 3-way tie for first place in the 5A Colorado Springs Metro League. With a win against Fountain Fort Carson, the Rams could claim the top spot all by themselves. In the first, the Trojans were looking good. Terrell Parr to Jaimin O'Neill for 2. Fountain Fort Carson would lead by 1 after the first, but Rampart would respond. Donovan Oldham, they always go to him in the clutch. He had 2 of his game-high 17. Then Calzeb Roberson hits for 3. He finished with 11. The Rams were up 9 at the half. Trojans would not go quietly. Juan Sabino, the second there for 3, but the Rampart's Andy Churchill to Jackson Erlin inside, and then Churchill doing it just inside the 3-point line. The Rams would pull away for a 62-49 win. Well, more often than not, when the Pine Creek and Liberty boys basketball teams meet, it's an exciting battle that comes down to the wire. Tuesday night's game, no different. This one was a great battle to watch. We had it right here for you on the internet live. Both teams trading threes early on. JoJo Doman for Pine Creek, then Matt Goslin answers. This one was a struggle all the way through the first half. Connor Hatchell finds Logan Thomas for 3, but Liberty doesn't go away. Tony Rice drives, nice dish to Goslin for 2 more of his 15 points. Then it's Connor Hatchell hitting for 3 outside, and just before the half, Quentin Gutierrez puts it up for 3 as the buzzer sounds. Pine Creek leads by 5 at the half. Second half, watch Connor Hatchell step back, drop another 3-pointer, but Liberty does not go away. Big offensive rebounds. Matt Goslin grabs it, puts it back. They're right in this game. Then it's Hatchell's nice inbounds pass to Savage. Great play to JoJo Doman for the easy layup. Liberty hit a late three, but Pine Creek won this one by 48-47. That game part of a girls and boys basketball doubleheader that we aired live here on 20 TV. In the ladies game, the Liberty Lancers look to continue their second half surge with an upset win over the Lady Eagles. Early on, Harmony Pettis, this was her show, folks. She hits three from downtown, 3 of her 22 points, and then off the Brooke Shade miss, Pettis grabs the rebound, puts it in, hooping some harm, 3-point play the old-fashioned way, but then Pine Creek got it going. Emily List to Jane Lydiot for 2. Pine Creek was up 4 at the half. Second half, Spencer Lindsay, Courtney Stanton to Caitlin Esterly. Just great passing by Pine Creek. Harmony Pettis would not give up. This one downtown, bang, with a 3-point shot to end the third. But it was not enough. In the fourth, the Eagles pulled away. Gabrielle O'Connor for 3. Pine Creek wins it 67-48. The Discovery Canyon girls team has struggled to find scoring since senior point guard Alex Smith went down with an injury in late December. In her last 2 games, she led the Thunder with 19 and 25 points, respectively. Discovery Canyon was looking for its first conference win as they hosted Vista Ridge on Friday. Early in the game, Emily Carter's shot is missed, but freshman Christina Schneibel gets the rebound and the basket. The Thunder led by 2 after the first quarter. In the second, Vista Ridge's Bailey Monk, 2 of her 10 points. That ties the game at the half. And then the third, Catherine Hoffmeister to Schneibel, but the Wolves would outscore the Thunder by 22 points in the second half. Vista Ridge wins by a final of 49-27. You can watch highlights of all of the games we've filmed by visiting our website at asd20.org/20TV Sports. We continue to broadcast live District 20 sporting events at that website. On Wednesday, the 28th, we make a trip to Air Academy High School as the Cadettes host Cheyenne Mountains Indians at 7 o'clock. Then on Tuesday, February 3rd, we'll be at Rampart, where the 10th-ranked Rams girls basketball team hosts Coronado High School at 7. Now, if you have ideas or topics that you would like us to cover, please give us a call at 719-234-1780, or you can send us an email at 20tv@asd20.org. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next week on 20 TV Insider.
You're watching 20 TV Insider from Academy School District 20.